En Iwater tenemos casos de éxito, más de 80 gurús referentes en el sector, grandes charlas para sacar grandes conclusiones, entre ellas Peter Gleick, él es presidente emérito y científico jefe en Pacific Institute en Oakland, Estados Unidos. Welcome to Iwater, Peter.
Thank you for having me.
What do you think the real water value? What's the real water value?
Water is important for everything. It's important for growing food, it's important for industry, it's important for human health and ecosystem health. We've ignored water for too long. It's important now that we pay attention to global water problems and local water problems, and that we work much harder to solve those water problems.
You talk about, in your conference, the South Path for Water. We are concerned about this issue?
So the idea of the soft path is that we're not going to solve the water problems of tomorrow with the solutions that we used yesterday. We need smart technology and smart infrastructure, but we also need smarter economics and smarter institutions, and we need communities to get more involved in solving water problems. Because we haven't solved all of the problems with the existing approaches. So it's time to start something new. It's time to think a little differently about water.
And how could be, imagine, in 2030, lack of water, what's going to happen? Wow.
So I can think of two possible futures. I can think of a bad future in which things get worse and more people don't have safe water and water-related diseases are still a problem and climate change is getting worse and worse. But I can also imagine a positive future where we solve our water problems. By 2030, the UN has asked that we provide safe water for everyone on the planet, a difficult task but a necessary task, that we restore our natural ecosystems, that we address the growing threat of climate change, that we use smart economics to meet the human right to water. I think there's a positive future, and that's what I think we need to work toward.
Because do you think water is money? Money is water?
So water is money, money is water, but water is also a human right. The UN declared water a human right in 2010. And everyone on the planet deserves safe water and safe sanitation, even if they can't afford to pay for it. So most of us don't pay enough for our water, but we ought to provide water for everyone, regardless of its cost.
The philosophy in Pacific Institute, where you work and you are a founder. Yeah, thank you. It's research for people on the planet.
Yes.
So, what are in nowadays your aims, your main, the principal aim, objective?
So the aim of the Pacific Institute is to do science and policy to solve the world's water problems. Those problems are global and they're local. We work in California on drought and access to water for the poor. We work globally on the impacts of climate change on water resources. We work on smart technology and smart institutions. We're working toward this positive vision for the future.
So nice work, nice work. And what do you think about this Iwater salon in Barcelona, according to different parts of the world?
So an opportunity at Iwater is for many different kinds of organizations to come together and talk about water issues, to share information about what works, about successful examples of technology or smart management. It's an opportunity to have a conversation at a global scale about how to solve our water problems.
And the last question is related to United States. It's your area, it's your country. What would you ask United States President Donald Trump in relation to climate change and water?
Well, what I would hope is that the next administration takes seriously these problems, that understands that we face real global climate change, that understands that we face real water challenges, and that the people that he chooses to work with the new administration work hard to solve those problems. We can't ignore these problems. It doesn't matter whether it's a Democratic administration or a Republican administration. Water should be separate from politics. And safe water, a healthy environment, those are things that should be independent of politics. And I would urge the next president to understand that and to work in that direction.
So we keep on working in that direction. Water is a human right, but we are made of water as well. So
yes.
That's the point. Thank you very much, Peter Gleick, for being here in Iwater, and good luck.
Thank you very much.